Meanwhile, Red 19 enters the fray looking to score big. Who will win today's battle? The truth will soon be known on the Clash of the Pencils live stream.
Turn on the stream tonight, short stories in the spotlight. Writers bring their best to light. The story central time. Breaking down the plot, characters are fought. Twist that hit the spot, it's all you live tonight. Are you ready for some stories in a live stream glory? It's the contest of the year. Writers have no fear. Catch the suspense unfold. Feel the tales being told. Critiques fair and bold. The truth will soon be known. Dollars from far and wide. Mysteries you can't hide. Every twist takes the story right. By these rules we abide. Are you ready for some stories in a live stream glory? It's the contest of the year. Writers have no fear. Breaking down the plot.
All right, welcome to the Clash of the Pencils live stream, the only full contact creative writing esports league in the history of the universe. I'm Tom Sherman, joined as always by Greg, the reader Peterson. We are here to analyze the plot, character, and setting of the top short stories of the day. So every day, authors from across the internet submit a handwritten one-page story based off the prompt we reveal at the end of our live stream. And then the public at large votes for their favorite story. And and then we reveal the winner of that at the end of each show. So if you want to join the fun, it's easy. I will show you how. I just have to, I guess, share my screen for this fantastic presentation that we've set up.
It's really something. It's the latest and greatest in visual presentation.
I mean, I don't even know.
Audio visual unit really
Like,
hung in there. Get it right.
How could this not drive users to the app? I'm not sure. So here's how you play Clash of the Pencils. First, you download the app, and then you submit a story, right? And then you pick your favorite, and then you watch the live stream, see who wins, and then you submit a story again. And then you pick your favorite, you watch the live stream, you submit a story, pick your favorite, watch the live stream, and on and on and on and on. Forever and ever and ever until the end of time. And that's about it. So to do that, to download the app, that's the start, the onboarding onto this journey. All you got to do is look in the links or in the description of the YouTube here. We've got links for iPhone and Android apps for you to download. So it's just that easy.
Of kids forms a ghost club to investigate and uncover the library's hidden secrets.
Now
All right, I'm interested, Tom, here in what are the hidden secrets of the setting. We definitely need to see some sort of, it appears to be one thing, and then something else happens after hours. We've got a gesture towards some characters with this ghost club, what brought them there. And then we have a bit of a plot, but it's kind of up to you to imagine. So we'll see what our users had to say today.
Amazing. I love that. That's going to be a good stories to watch, I'm sure. And first, let's check out the leaderboard real quick, where Slice here, Nacho Story, Meat French, and Racontus all atop the leaderboard with 20 points apiece after yesterday's horse hockey alert. Nullified or actually even the playing field, so to speak. So everybody has their 20 points to start.
This looks like I want to file a horse ocular. This looks like one of those participation trophy only leagues, Tom.
No. Because Meet French and Racontus, well, I guess they didn't participate yesterday, so they don't get points. So it's not just a participation league trophy. You have to participate to get a trophy.
There's a logic behind this point schema, right?
For sure. Anyways, Meet French and Racontus not in the top 3 yesterday, did not submit stories, so they're going to stay there. Slice Nacho Story are going to be battling to see who can take home the top spot in the leaderboard. And then Red 19, I mean, if they get a first place win, they get 20 points. They're right there with Meet French Racontus and potentially setting themselves up for a Hail Mary on Friday as well.
All right. Well, this is the lap that sets up the final lap.
Exactly.
Speedy and Squeaky yawned, stretched, and gave a little shake as they tried to come to life after their daily afternoon snooze. Almost closing time, said Squeaky, as she heard the familiar sounds of backpacks being zipped, laptop computers being shut down, and footsteps clomping all headed in the same direction to the main door's exit. It was the end of another busy day at the New York City Public Library, and Speedy and Squeaky were looking forward to a quiet evening strolling around the neighborhood, taking in the sights among the stacks from art to architecture. Occasionally they got brave enough to venture to the third-floor Rose Reading Room, taking a quick peek at its beauty and grandeur, before scurrying back to the safety of their knothole in the floorboard near the stairs. But as they rounded the corner near the archives, they heard strange noises that sent shivers down their tails. Did you hear that? Asked Squeaky. I certainly did, answered Speedy. What do you think it was? It certainly didn't sound like the night watchman, said Speedy. It sounded more like the 2 stone lions on the outside steps came to life and are looking for their next meal. A mouth-watering mouse underglass, perhaps, or maybe a succulent mouse ale orange, replied Squeaky. They ran for their lives and just made it into their knothole near the stairs. The Fundersoos footsteps could be heard coming closer. Closer, Squeaky and Speedy shaking, their beady eyes peering out the knothole, terrified of what was about to happen. The biggest black nose they'd ever seen shot through the knothole. They both fell back, certain of their imminent demise, when they heard the night watchman yell, "Sparky, come here! There's nothing under the stairs, you silly old dog. We need to finish our rounds."
Speedy and Squeaky, 2 mice living in the New York City Public Library, normally venture out night to night, having a good time, maybe checking out a nice architecture of the room. And then tonight, unlike other nights, hear a devilish sound that they're worried about. Sounds like their ultimate demise. A big dog comes scoping out their home. They're about to get caught. And what do you know? The security guard says, "Dog, what are you doing? We got to go do work. Stop messing around."
First of all, that night watchman needs to trust Sparky. Like, his instincts are spot on. Those mice are there.
Yep.
Speedy and Squeaky are the 2 characters. I like that we don't say that they're mice right off the bat, but we have to infer it. It's the setting is strongly front-loaded here into the story. We get really good sensory descriptions of the New York Public Library. Shout out third floor's Rose Reading Room. Backpacks being zipped, computers shut down, the clomping. That really gets us the sensory descriptions of a setting that's life. The plot is the tension. I don't know if we have ghosts here, but you get the threat of ghosts in that the lions out front, the very famous iconic lions, have come to life and are looking for various flavors of mice, delicatessen, main courses, which I thought was a lot of fun. And then we get, they know the territory so well, they know the library so well, they're able to get back into their knothole in order to evade capture. So I thought it was a tight story. I thought Storyflix did a wonderful job inferring these things, bringing it all to life. It even got the Rose Reading Room pretty close.
Wow. That's good stuff there. Yeah, I think you're right. The setting, the characters, the plot, it was all very tight, well constructed. And then if there's anything that would have been a bit off. It's that the plot didn't quite match the prompt, but you know, that's what artistic license, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. So
Well, if Meat French has taught us anything, it's that prompts are meant to be misinterpreted.
that's right. That's right.
What's that creaking noise? Bob whispered to his fellow elite ghost hunters. Ghosts don't walk, they fly, right? Colin peeked around the corner slowly and saw only dim lights over there. The ghost hunters were scared. Not only did they bring walkie-talkies in case of emergency, but also a bow from an archery range and an anti-ghost sword. They were ready for the ghost and started searching the library. As they searched, it seemed desolate in there. Annika, their friend, was freaking out. She felt cold in the old library and was clearly scared. Floor 2 was above them, and if it wasn't on the first, it had to be on the second. Suddenly, they heard a loud groaning, and the wood floor became dust. Bob, Colin, and Annika screamed as they fell through the ground for what seemed to be forever. The trio was woken up as they hit their heads. How had they survived? That was not a question now, they figured. The walls were pale and no one was around. They crouched as they explored the space, winding halls and empty rooms, all which lead to nothing. "Why is this so scary?" Colin asked. "We're alone here, yet this is frightening," Annika said. Bob chimed in. "Yeah, this is scary." "Wait a sec," Colin said. "We're in the back rooms." "Oh yeah, we're cooked," Bob said. A black spider-like creature appeared around the corner and started chasing them. "Food!" We don't know what happened to the three, but no one goes to that library anymore, that's for certain.
Bob, Colin, Annika are the ghost hunters. They are prepared with walkie-talkies, a bow, and an anti-ghost sword. In an old library, searching for a ghost, hear a creaking noise. Not sure, it could be on the floor they're on, maybe floor 2 above them. As they're walking around, the floor becomes dust. They fall through it forever, wake up in a nondescript room, pale room, empty walls.
The back rooms, we're cooked. We're cooked.
They realize they're in the back rooms and they are cooked. That's when a black spider-like creature appears and eats, says food and starts chasing them. We don't know for sure what happened, but no one goes to the library anymore. That we are certain of that.
This one had a lot of action. I like how it leaned into the horror of it. I like how we were getting emotional words from the characters. There was a lot of I'm scared. There was the sense of, impending dread throughout. In terms of the characters, I liked, again, how we got the setting was able to propel us into the story very, very early. And Bob does it here in dialogue. He's saying ghosts they hear a clomping again, and they say ghosts don't walk, they fly, which seemed like, all right, that's a clue. And that was a really, really good way because it's that spider clomping. Spoiler alert. So I'd say plot was exquisite in terms of imagining that problem. There's some sort of puzzle. And then in the end, that pays off really, really nicely. I loved the gear, Tom. I love the walkie-talkies to go an anti-ghost sword. That thing was glowing. I'm ready to take down some ghosts.
Yeah.
A little bit of a quibble, and I don't know if I'm misreading it or what, but it seemed to me when floor 2 was above them, right? And it wasn't on the first, it had to be on the second. And then they heard, and the wood floor became dust. But then the characters fell through the floor. So it's like, I was expecting them to be on floor 1 and what was ever above them was coming down. But then all of a sudden they fall down.
Right.
That tears at the physics of the universe a little bit, but it's a quibble. It's a quibble.
Well, so here's what's interesting. Do you know what the back rooms are?
What are is it just...
This is, so I had to do some deep dive. I was with you. I was right there with you. And this is why I put the setting really close to the center of the triangle here, because even though it's very nondescript and it's very sort of ominously blank, the back rooms is apparently an internet meme that came around in 2019. Okay. Based off of a picture. I will actually show you the picture. Let's see. I'm going to, so it's based off a picture of this creepy room. And then somebody was like, yeah, the back rooms are this place where clip out of reality. with no clipping in video games is where you know are able to pass through walls and stuff, but sometimes you get stuck and like trapped in this liminal space. So you no clip through reality, and then if you go through the wrong part, you get trapped in this liminal space called the back rooms, which is full of these like creatures that, you know, God help you if they hear you, you know, if you hear them, because they certainly hurt
That's
you.
why they're cooked. That's why they're cooked.
So they realize that they're in the back rooms, and that's why this beautifully nondescript place is actually quite quite a setting, immaculately set up. Also, within this subculture of the meme, there have then been multiple floors of the back rooms created. There's a floor 2, there's a floor 1, and a floor 0 of the back rooms, which has spawned a subculture within.
You've muted, Tom. Lid
the kid in the control room was like, they can't handle this deep of an internet dive this early in the morning. And I agree.
Our sensors are saying too much reveal.
Long story short, there's a floor 2, a floor 1, and a floor 0 in back rooms lore, which created a split between the purists who say, no, there's just one back rooms that's creepy and goes on forever. And then these other back rooms factions who say there is a floor 2, floor 1, and floor 0, each with different levels of creepiness.
Are they distinct in their nondescriptness?
Kind of, yeah. Where like one is like a so one is a let me show this. Let me share this screen real quick. I think it might help. It might hurt, honestly. It might. So see this creepy room right here in the picture.
Oh, it's horrifying. There's ghosts.
Yeah, it's so imagine getting trapped in that, in like this like giant convention hall, old dingy room, musty, and it's just rooms like that connect forever and ever in a labyrinth like system with creatures that want to eat you. So then that's the main one. Then one of them is like kind of more of a dark dungeon thing. One of, I don't, you know what I mean? It's up to your imagination. It's anyways. So now you're caught up to speed as to why you had no idea what was going on.
Kids these days, they're making illusions.
Oh, wow. Cannot make that stuff up, folks.
I knew it was a trap, Edgar yelled in the dark, cavernous library. By his side, Ruby fearlessly reached into her bag and extracted a lukewarm Tepeolotl cola, the one with the jaguar on the can. Calm down, Del said. I got the same text you did. I don't know who brought us here. Put down that can, you'll kill us all. Last place I want to be is buried under a bunch of books. Super hearing, Del continued. That's how I know you can see thoughts through those sunnies and you can shake the world with a soda burp. Ruby and Edgar looked at each other, frozen. Well, I guess you nerds won't ask, so I'll tell you. I volunteer at my grandmother's nursing home. I was clearing out her room because my parents think she'll die soon. I found a pair of black and yellow feathered coyote earrings. I tried them on because I'm going for a fluid thing this year and discovered that while I wear them, I can hear everything. I overheard your conversation at the pond from the track. Impressive enough, but I can also hear the voices of my ancestors. That's how I found out these earrings originally belonged to the Aztec god of song Huehucoyotl. So, who brought us here? Why did I get that text telling me to come to the library at 3 a.m? I should be playing Ultros right now, Ruby said. Children, live for now, Kendall Jenner said, unrolling a sliding bookcase she was hiding between. A squad of goons in Pepsi polo shirts descended upon the children, the 3 kids huddled together. We brought you here, Kendall Jenner continued, to help get to fixing this haunted library. We got word 3 kids were dead meat because they didn't give up their enchanted artifacts. Don't you want to help solve that mystery? As Kendall Jenner was talking, Edgar slipped on his sunglasses. He replied, You're embarrassed every day that you had grow up on camera, and you just want to run. Kendall Jenner's inner thoughts read back to her shocked her, and Ruby chugged a cola and burped. The library crumbled from the earthquake and the kids escaped. Del called themselves the Ghost Club hereafter.
All right, so we've got Del, Ruby, and Edgar, 3 characters Slice introduced last week throughout multiple stories. One has sunglasses that you can see thoughts, one has sodas that cause earthquakes, and the other has earrings that can make you hear thoughts.
Your voices from long way and
Yeah.
your ancestors. There's some
Right, that's right.
intergenerational communication.
That's right. That's right. So that's what we learned about this time. Is Dell Dell taught us about the earrings, how he found them, how he discovered his powers, and then now the three children have been lured into a library. They don't know why until Kendall Jenner pops out from behind the bookcases and says, I heard there were 3 dead children here in this spooky library, and we wanted to help clean them up. And at which time Edgar puts on his magic sunglasses, reads Kendall Jenner's thoughts, and relates to her that she is embarrassed having grown up on TV, which stuns her long enough for Ruby to drink Tepe Yoloto Cola, and cause an earthquake burp, and then the kids escape, which Dell then calls themselves the Ghost Hunter Club.
This was pretty epic, Slice. It's like a medley of all your greatest hits played together in the same track. It couldn't be done in one page, but you did it.
They said it couldn't be done, and yet here we are.
I love the seeing thoughts through the sunnies. I love the references. They're subtle, but if you're paying attention, they're there. It's Easter eggs galore. I was picturing Kendall Jenner just emerging, kind of like a 1980s after school special, but like partly animated. There was some Scooby-Doo vibes going on with the haunted thing. And then all the chaos of these artifacts are unleashed. And it's actually Kendall Jenner and the Pepsi goons who are the ones who are the monsters. That was a nice reversal. The characters, why wasn't Ruby playing Ultros, which I don't know what that is, at 3 a.m.? Like, if I got a text to be here then. Is that really how this generation is? Like, if a text comes through telling you to be at a haunted library at 3 a.m., you just show up and they're like, I'm ready to rock. Is it the artifacts that give you that confidence to show up? Or do you just do what you're told so blankly that you have no ability to critically think? Because if so, the coming AI agent apocalypse is really going to mess you up. It's neither here nor there. That's a bit of an aside. I have one final quibble, and it's more of a story flicks quibble. If Tepeola Cola, the one with the Jaguar on the can, well, according to the advertisement I've seen, it's more of the can is superimposed into the abdomen of the Jaguar. That's the branding we're going for, but I'm sure the Pepsi lawyers will straighten us out on that.
Well, it's interesting that there are definitely Coca-Cola and Pepsi executives both trying to figure out how to get that Jaguar in a can that only Tepe Yoloto Cola is able to do.
Come to Subaru. Now featuring on a great heat lapse, feel like a lizard again. Sweat it out, let it pour, burn the dance floor. Free lifetime membership, there are up to 100 classes. Come and dance, come and sweat, this feel you won't regret. Feel the beat in your bones, stretch it out, lose control. Groovy moves, energy high, dance with us, touch the sky. Free lifetime membership, there are up to 100 classes. Come and dance, come and sweat, this feel you won't regret.
What is the prompt for tomorrow? That I don't know. What do you got?
It is. A group of kids stumble on an ancient journal written by a famous sky pirate. The journal contains clues leading to a legendary floating city made entirely of clouds and gold.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to get this straight. So kids find a journal written by an ancient sky pirate.
A famous sky.
Oh, a famous, of course.
And then,
I mean,
yeah, it's the ancient city of clouds and gold that it leads them to.
Gotcha. The famous. Well, I mean, I could name at least 10 famous sky pirates.
I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah. Top five sentences of the night. Are we ready? Because I think I am. Number 5 from Red 19. But as they rounded the corner near the archives, they heard strange noises that sent shivers down their tails. Did you hear that? Asked Squeaky. I certainly did, answered Speedy. Number 4 from Marvin the Microbe. When asked why they were flying, the book said that with Google and now ChatGPT, no one ever pages through them anymore, and they needed to get their exercise. Number 3 from Nacho's Story. Oh, wait a sec, Colin said. We're in the back rooms. Oh, yeah, we're cooked, said Bob. Number 2 from Slice. Children, live for now, Kendall Jenner said, unrolling a sliding bookcase she was hiding between. A squad of goons in Pepsi polo shirts descended upon the children. And number 1 from sentence of the night from Nacho Story. We don't know what happened to the 3, but no one goes to that library anymore. That's for certain.
It could be anybody's ball game.
It really
Very
is.
strong entries today.
It really is. So we'll click this button, set the winner. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Slice. Wow. Slice getting in there, winning per usual. So getting out the vote. I think that's really, if we've seen anything from Slice, it's their ability to get into the finals and get the votes you need to get the win. So checking out the leaderboard real quick. Slice clocking in 20. Nacho Story 15, Red 19 with 10. And so the leaderboard stands thusly. 40 points for Slice, 35 for Nacho Story, 20 points for Meat French and Racontus. In 5th place, you got Red 19 rounding it out. So we've got a 2-dog race here in between Nacho Story and Slice. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, this is where we wave the checkered flag, Tom.
Dirt on the street tonight, short stories in the spotlight. Writers bring their best to light. The story central time. Breaking down the plot, characters are fought. Twist and hit the spot. It's all you live tonight. Are you ready for some stories? In a live stream glory, it's the contest of the year. Writers have no fear. Catch the suspense unfold. Feel the tales being told. Critiques fair and bold. The truth will soon be known. Dollars from far and wide. Mysteries you can't hide. Every twist takes the story. By these rules we abide. Are you ready for some stories?